So remember when I said a while back that having console exclusives is not a very smart idea? Well, here we are with today's headlines. Final Fantasy maker Square Enix will aggressively pursue a multi-platform strategy after profits tumble. That includes Nintendo platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So let's read it. Square Enix has announced a significant company reboot amid tumbling profits, reporting its financial performance for the financial year ending March 31st, 2024. Sales in the digital entertainment segment, which includes video games, rose by 2.6%, but profit fell by 15.8%. This despite the sale of Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, Foam Stars, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Specifically on HD games, the subcategory Square Enix uses to encompass all the above games, the company saw a significant operating loss of 8.1 billion yen. Holy shit. That's 51.9 million lost. Holy shit. Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth both launched as PS5 exclusives. And while Square Enix has announced a sales figure for Final Fantasy 16, it has yet to do so for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the second game in the company's trilogy of Final Fantasy VII remakes. In its financial report, all Square Enix would say is it has suffered from the incomplete journey to better profitability in HD game development, and that it had launched many titles, but some failed to live up to the profit expectations, especially outsourced titles and some AAA titles. It seems likely Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at least is included in that. In response to the tumbling profits, Square Enix announced what it calls Square Enix Reboots, and awakens a 3-year plan for rebooting for long-term growth. This involves a rethink across all the parts of the business, but the highlight is a shift to a multi-platform strategy. Square Enix said it will aggressively pursue a multi-platform strategy that includes Nintendo platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Note the wording here of Nintendo platforms, with Nintendo set to announce its Switch successor console before April 2025. As part of this multi-platform push, Square Enix said it will build an environment where more customers can enjoy our titles in regards to major franchises and AAA titles, including catalog titles. The suggestion in all this is mainline Final Fantasy games will ditch PlayStation exclusivity going forward, although Square Enix has yet to announce specific beyond Final Fantasy 16 upcoming launch on PC. There's also been a shift from quantity to quality. Square Enix said in a bit of delivered assured fun, Square Enix has been accused of pumping out too many Final Fantasy games in too short of a time frame, so perhaps means the release of major Final Fantasy games will be spaced out a bit more. Overall, it's been a tough time for Square Enix, which had already absorbed 22.1 billion yen, approximately 140.9 million, and what is called content abandonment losses ahead of today's financial report. Square Enix did not name the canceled or rescoped and development titles. Looking ahead, Dawn Trail, the expansion for I don't care about Final Fantasy 14. Who gives a shit? And Square and Kingdom Hearts 4. Whoopee. Okay. So what is the main takeaway from this video? Don't make console exclusives. Don't make timed exclusives. Don't do exclusives in general. Because most of them are not going to sell on that platform. There's only so many people that have the console, and it's alienating the other customer base. It's not fair that other players on other platforms don't get to play a game because, it's third party or a timed exclusive. Exclusives need to die off. We should not be justifying exclusives on console anymore. They need to find other ways to push consoles instead of saying, hey, get game A on console C. This is not good for the video game industry, guys. I'm telling you, console exclusives are anti-consumer. Heck, a lot of indie exclusives that used to belong on PC, they're coming to all platforms because publishers are seeing that it makes more money in general. If you're limiting people to buy games, you're not going to see the profit that you want. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2 is selling way better now that it's on PC. That's a fact. All this exclusive shit, it really has to go. The PC gamers that kept saying over and over again it's anti-consumer, there's a reason why they say that, because it is. You're holding people hostage to a platform to buy the game. That's not good. This has been JRPG King. I'm out.